Hello Smallfolk and welcome to Survival Joe. Today I will be showing you first 30-ish minutes of a new survival game that has just launched on Steam, Smalland. And that game is amazing. Actually, it plays similar to the Grounded, but I found it to be a little bit of a difference. So let's jump right in. This will be 30 minutes. First time playing, or actually not the first time. I played a little bit for 3 hours just to give a rough idea, and I will be sharing my opinions of it afterwards, and maybe we'll post another episode or two to just make it into a brief let's play. So first things first, you have your character creation screen where you can see there are a lot of things that you can customize. Body type, ears, eyebrows, beard color, antennae, and all that wonderful jazz. Game looks amazing. I've played a bit of a Grounded and this one, and I like this one a lot better. Why? Because this one is taking place in the forest. There is all this canopy above you. There is real trees. There are insects that are in the forest. Backyard is fun. That's also interesting from the Grounded, but this really feels fresh. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Do let me know in the comments below if you have played both games and tried both games. How do you find them? What would you vote? Grounded or Smalland? I mean, I get it. Smalland is newer, but overall feeling in terms of building and all that jazz. Alright, so wood. Of course, we have to grab everything. I'm just, pinging there's twigs, sprouts. Okay, making sure that we'll pick up whatever little bit resource we can get, we're gonna get it. Owl effigy. Oh, that's for the M for the map. Okay, got it. Well, looks kind of good. We have Herney down there, and we're gonna go and grab data from him. Alright. But we've got some twigs here and wood. By the way, it's good that you collect all that you can when going down, because sooner rather than later you'll need to build a workbench so you can produce basic tools, which you will need. And here, this guy can actually craft you some armor, so I think it's really good that you managed to get all those resources. And the game is actually somewhat grindy, I would say. Maybe Grounded level of grindy. It's not Subnautica level of grindy. Subnautica is much more casual. This one is a little bit more grindy. At least I find it like that. Okay, so Herney, what do you have for me, buddy? Greetings, Vanguard. Can I ask you something? So, this guy actually has like a big blob of text and dialogue. I'm not gonna mull through all of those, but I'm gonna actually skip to the part where you can actually ask him to help you craft a few more. He gives you assignment. You have to visit the Elder, which is at the bottom of this path, and also you need to craft some armor. And then he goes on yapping all the way. I'm just gonna skip to that part. Alright, so we were able to get some materials from him, and we have managed to change our apparel, and I think we need to still do the pants. So I'm just gonna quickly grab a little bit of more sprouts and fiber. I mean, I'm skipping the dialogues just to keep the pace going. You can actually, if you want to play it, you can check the dialogues for yourself. I'm not going to spoil too much of the story. I'm more into it to evaluate the crafting and everything else. Alright, is there anything I've missed? I don't think so. I think there's a little bit of resin that I can pick up. And a couple more sprouts. Owl effigy, stay away from water. Yeah, I actually found that during my introductory play session that Smallfolk can swim. They drop down like a stone, so yeah, that's something that happens. Alright, picking up sprouts and all that jazz, and I think we have enough now. Fruit and fiber and everything. Alright, so let's go up and ask Hermes, or whatever his name is, to craft us some pants, because, I mean, which decent folk doesn't need to have some good pants? And I've deliberately gone with padded, because those add extra cold protection and a little bit of extra protection. So, it's your first armor set. It's not really that great, but it is good that it's better than nothing. So, padded breeches. There we go. Now it looks like as if I'm having a skirt. Beautiful. Alright. Let's go down and let's go visit the Elder before we embark on our grand adventure into the huge land of small things. Temperature will gently at night and there are nocturnal creatures. Yeah, night is terrifying when you're small, I get it. By the way, there's an extra hidden resource cache here. If you go here, there are lots of materials that you can grab here. And trust me guys, you will need it. So don't go ignoring the resin and the fiber, because when you start building these, you will consume this like hotcakes. Alright, so let's construct ourselves the wooden hatchet and the builder's hammer. So we already have the club. So let's construct the builder's wood hatchet and builder's hammer. Once we build these two, we will be able to chop down some plants and we will be able to build some components. And I'm actually thinking we could build a campfire, workbench, simple bed, simple chest. Alright. And once you craft a workbench, you can craft a couple of more things. But let's go first visit the Elder, see what he has to say before we go on to our merry way. Hello, Elder. Finally you're here. Like, were you waiting for me? And apparently then comes into the story where some guy has nicked the key, the clover key that opens the chest where they are keeping the most important relic of everything, the elixir of life. And apparently, sounds to me pretty weird that they would have only one key. Doesn't seem like a single point of failure? I don't know. But, okay, does this have anything to do with the clover key? Yeah, and also some beings have become more aggressive. I'm guessing the ants, the bees, the wasps and whatnot. But we will discover that as we go. I'm gonna press on the most useful line. I shall leave. Now. By the way, guys, I'm skipping through the story to keep the progression going. You might actually, you don't want to skip. The story is pretty good. I'm just trying to keep it a little bit more spoiler-free than that I can. So I'm just making sure to grab... Oh, look at those juicy sprouts. There we go. And there are some resin and edible mushrooms. You actually have to keep your nutrition. It is a survival game, as said. You need to keep your food and your health, and you have to be comfortable in terms of heat. So you don't have water explicitly, but it goes together with food. So I guess you get this moist from the mushrooms and whatnot. Alright, let's take down this mushroom. I like how he's, just casually swinging his axe and the mushroom is twitching. Yeah, beautiful. But before we go, let us craft ourselves a workbench right now. Some people might think you need actually, a foundation. You don't. You just need to find a flat piece of ground. And when you find it, you can actually craft it. Move away, collision. Ah, there we go. Okay. So once we build this, at the workbench, we can craft a few more things. And I'm thinking wood sword would be my first choice because that one is incredibly helpful. Wood sword will help you dispose of the ants, which will be your tier 1 main nemesis. They will be coming to you constantly and they will try to fight, so you really want to craft a wood sword as soon as possible. And then on the side note, I'm doing a bunch of arrows for my wood bow, in case I want to be taking things at range. Usually they run up to you, so I might need to do some practice, but okay. With that done, we do the dismantle and pick up the resources so we can build it again. Really like that mechanic. Let's pick up the fiber. Oh, that's a butterfly. When I see such shadow, I immediately become paranoid. Apparently this one is no more than a butterfly. Okay, good to know. There we go. We have some twigs. A bunch more twigs, resin. You would be surprised how much materials we have just used. Alright, there are a couple more mushrooms. I probably won't cut all of them, but I will cut at least 1 or 2 of them because I really want to be able to do some mushroom steaks. They're good for nutrition and they help you to keep your health up and everything else. On the other stone, maybe I will cut a little bit more. Edible mushroom, there we go. And there we go. Alright, so let's check out Owl Effigy. What wise information you have for me. Rain can damage creatures. Okay, good to know. So we shall try not to be exposed. Alright, there's a couple of sprouts, which we're gonna pick. Oh, there are more fiber. By the way, did you know that you can actually collect a lot of fiber and everything just by holding the F rather than pressing? This tells you about different damage types, blunt and, you know, edged and piercing and whatnot, which depends on the amount of or the type of weapon that you're using. I think here we have some... Oh, we have the ants attacking us. Okay, let's switch to the sword and look. Couple of slashes and the ants are gone. I think there will be more coming. Usually the carpenter armed warriors attack in pair of threes, or actually in threes. So once you take care of threes, you are okay to continue. It's nasty if you get more. What is up there? Red. Oh, that's just ladybugs. Ladybugs are actually great for transportation, so if you manage to tame one, you can actually use it as a mule. So you have a ladybug mule, if there is such a thing. Couple sprouts later, and here we are at the bank of a river. Here at the banks you can actually find stones, bottle caps, sometimes even metal, twigs, and all these components, which are handy for then a little higher tier, but still good to pick up whenever you get the chance, so don't ignore it. And of course twigs. So here you can see the screws. Screws I'm gonna pick up. Those apparently don't respawn. By the way, everything around you respawns in terms of wood, twigs, and that stuff, but screws and I think bottle caps I haven't seen respawning. I don't know about the stones. Somebody post in the comments below if you know if the stones do respawn. Okay, twig. And here, for cutting the stone, we would need a mandibular axe, or pike axe. And we don't have the pike because we haven't fought yet the bull ant. Those are like a bigger red ants that you need to fight, and then you can get their mandibles, and then you can actually build that pickaxe. Don't worry, we will be fighting one soon enough. There's plenty of them in the forest, so I'm just kind of using myself to heal. You really need to keep an eye on your health, because at the moment, at the beginning, you really don't have that much, and you have to keep your nutrition up to keep your health up. By the way, there is an owl shrine on the top left corner, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go there just to see what it's about. I'm guessing some resources, maybe a first stopping point, maybe a potential base site, who knows. So if we just go up, we will be picking up those carpenter, ant worker, another pissed off ant that will probably come fighting me. Owl effigy. When you dismantle, you get materials. Yeah, as collectible loot. Yeah, you need to pick up the loot. Okay. Picking up more wood. I think I saw... I didn't see any resources here. No, I was just imagining things too much. I had too much of these weird mushrooms. Alright, owl effigy. Use bows and arrows to hit creatures from afar. Effective against flying creatures. I haven't yet encountered flying creatures. Thank you very much. Getting some resin, then some wood. I'm even thinking to building a shelter on top of this so I can actually set my spawn point. Building a bed will help you make a spawn point, so you might want to have one once you have ventured sufficiently far enough into the unknown. It's a good, because if you die, you drop all of your items and they become a part of your tombstone, so you have to come back to pick them up. And that can get really annoying, so I tend to do I do saves by actually, just dumping a small base beside, and then I can do whatever. Okay, insect egg, owl effigy. Owls possesses magical powers, blah blah blah, they're sacred creatures, yeah. So here I'm checking out which way should I go next. East, west, I have no idea. I'm thinking that maybe I should go, I've visited Herney and Elder, maybe I should go visit Kalev. Kalev lives on the other bank, which means I would need a way to cross the river. Oh. Maybe I should set a spawn point before I go there. Is there a way to cross the river from here? Not that I can see. By the way, guys, this game is utterly brutal when you're walking. I can hear that you can get wings and mounts. So once you get those, the game becomes a lot easier to traverse everything. So I get it's brutal, but I mean, that's the joy of survival games. The beginning is brutal. So let's see. I want to be crafting a workbench or a fire. Shall we just cook a couple of mushrooms? Let's do this. Okay, mushroom steak. See? That's the point of having mushroom. Once you have mushroom steaks, then you can take care of any hunger or whatnot. Okay, there we go. Pick up the resources, and now you can start constructing the shelter. Okay, apparently it's getting dark, so I might actually want to construct shelter here and probably spend the night. So I'm gonna take out my hammer and I'm gonna build. So we're gonna take foundation. This is actually a minimum thing that you can do here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be placing foundation. I'm gonna be placing one piece of wall just to make it sheltered. And then I'm gonna be posting the roof on top. And then I'm going to be placing the bed. Maybe I can actually make it sheltered from multiple sides. 2, 3. And then I place a bed inside. Interactive. Simple bed. And note that it no longer says unsheltered. So that means we can actually sleep here. We can activate the spawn point. And we can use it to sleep during the night. You fall into a deep slumber. You feel rested and hungry. So you actually sleep through the night, and this is a good way to skip the nocturnal creatures, because those can get nasty. Alright. Let's pick up and eat some of these delicious mushrooms. And there we go. Simple bed. Beautiful. So after spending the night, I figured we might as well head towards our next objective, and that would be the character that we have bookmarked, this one that I can see. So we're picking up resin, and I think I'm gonna go try to find a way how to get across to that bank of the river. I haven't done that yet in the game, so I don't have an idea where I'm going, but I'm looking here. Kalev is here, and if I get somewhere around here, I might be able to cross. So that would be more towards south, probably. And like a real expert, I'm always going north, yeah. Okay, let's follow the river. Well, at least I'm looking in the right direction, so let's pick up some wood. And let's see if we can go further down. I know that I cannot swim, and apparently there is another river bank. So fiber, we pick those, and we need to find another way around. Alright, let's go up the tree, which one we went, and then we'll just jump to the other side. Yeah, that way. I see some mushrooms. Alright. Mushrooms. Oh, there's something at the back. It's an insect. Oh, it's a grasshopper. Are those dangerous? Will it attack me? Oh, don't eat me, don't eat me. No, it came, sniffed my balls and ignored me completely. Alright, well, just don't tickle, please. Alright, now it just went on its merry way. But let's see, can we tame him? And I always use it, it is vulnerable to blunt damage. So yeah, I could tame him, but I don't have a treat. So you have to have a treat to be able to tame the animal. Okay, that means I need to kill this guy, sadly. But I've gotten the grasshopper lang, so now we can have the grasshopper scythe. Okay, well, that's doable. Okay, so we're gonna pick up those wood twigs and we can actually build another structure. Let's take workbench, place it here, see what can we build. We have the wood sword, pet whistle, grasshopper scythe. That requires refined wood. I have no idea what the grasshopper scythe is being... Oh, it's an etched damage, 7 to 12. Ooh. That means that one is nasty for killing out other things, so it's a weapon. Okay, that I didn't know. Alright, let's pick up some more things and maybe then I'm gonna go and build my more permanent shelter. Poisonous mushroom. I need more twigs. I need more building materials, actually. Alright. And let's go and find ourselves a decent place to build a new spawn point. Kalev is over there. We have another temporary spawn point, and that one is good enough, but I was really thinking where I would want to build a house for the time being. It doesn't need to be the main base, but... Oh, and look, some twigs, and we have some rye as well. Okay, that's good. Right, okay, let's cut this down. We need to harvest it. From that we will get some seeds. Oh, there's something on the horizon. There's a bug. I don't know which one. Looks like a bull ant, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it left. Alright, no, it's there. Bull ant. Oh, there we go. Alright, take the sword out and let's fight it. So, with an edge damage, bull ants are not that much of a problem. And we can now build an ant skewer. So, you know, cevapcici and pleskavica, anybody? We can build ant burgers. Ain't that something? So I'm actually trying to build somewhere to take a workshop and start building there. Because I want to be building the... Where is it? The pickaxe. Mandibular pickaxe. That you need to pick up stone, so I'm gonna quickly build that one, put it there, and I'm gonna be picking up stone from this riverbank. Alright. But as you can see, guys, the game is a little bit grindy. It is not too difficult in the beginning, but I find it kind of fun. I'm actually enjoying it very much, and I think it's survival game-wise. This is not a survival horror, but it is a survival against the elements and against, you know, predatory bugs. So I definitely think it's worth taking a look. If you liked Grounded, then you might find this one even more charming. At least I found it more charming. But give it a look. That's my 2 cents anyway. Okay, so I'm eating a couple more things and there is a rain falling, so I do want to build myself a shelter and probably call it a day, because there are a lot more things that I want to do before I get close to that first person. I want to be building, you know, a refined wood. I want to have a campfire, and I would really like if that grasshopper responds that I take it as a mount, because I've heard that actually you can have a grasshopper as a mount, so you can have a grasshopper and just hop willy-nilly everywhere. That would be just amazing, so why not? This place doesn't look too bad. Can we build anywhere higher? There is an additional tree trunk. I'm trying to go somewhere where I won't be intercepted as often. So let's see if we go here above. It's a little bit higher up the tree. It's next to this mound, but I could actually build a house there. I'm trying to look for a nice... Oh, too many bowlands here. No. And once again he's coming to me, aren't you? Yeah, you are there. Alright, let's do this. Hadouken! Wow, that actually worked. I had no idea. And I'm worried that here the bowland might be respawning, so I would rather take a place that's elevated but not that well connected. So I think I'm gonna go back to the old place which I found. So let's take that one. Alright, let's see. Foundations, I'm gonna place here-ish. And this will be a little overhanged here. Can I build here? Oh, it must be on the ground. So apparently I won't be able to build here. Ah, well, in that case I might want to actually scrap this. This doesn't seem to be like the ideal location I was looking for. It's too narrow. Let's try on the way back to see if we get any better locations. So, there you go, come on. I'm actually thinking these mushrooms are a good source of food, so why not build here? Somewhere close to this. It seems sheltered, like a big area enough. Maybe I should go and build somewhere here. Or I could go, but I'm worried that I might be overwhelmed here. There might be predators coming. But it has a nice view. Oh, what about above? Yeah, above might not be a bad idea. Let's once again go check it out. We're just gonna go up and above, and if we find it a good location, yeah, here next to this mound. Oh, I like it. It's hidden. It's high. You get a nice view. Yeah, let's go build there. Okay. Turn it around. Main entrance. We place it here-ish. One to the left, one to the right. Can we do it? Okay, we can. So we can have 3 wide, and that's really important for me. Can we connect it here? Come on, tell me. Tell me. We can have one here and one there. Okay, good. 3 times 2, that makes me feel all warm inside. Okay, let's now build the walls. The door can be on this side. And then we're gonna build some walls. 2 windows, so it looks nice. I can see how does the weather outside. What are neighbors cooking for dinner? Is there an armada coming towards me to take over my house? Okay. Devs could have really removed this things protruding here, but okay. Apparently you should be building with the forest. Alright, I get it. Okay. Place there. And then 2 on that side. 1 and a 2. Okay, now we need some roof. I'm gonna take this corner leaves roof and I'm gonna attach it on top. And this would basically build our main shelter. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna be wrapping up, putting up here the roof, turning the circle. Alright. Placing it here and placing another one here. And then we're gonna be placing the regular roof here. 1 regular and 1 with chimney. I might actually take the one with chimney here. There we go. And then the regular one. Alright, that sounds like a pretty decent location to me. So let's just place some inner pieces where we put the campfire and the workbench. And then I think we should be calling it for the day. Campfire. Oh, I have no materials for the workbench, but I can place the stone cutter. Because that works quite nice. Alright. Alright, that looks beautiful. I need to be placing a bed. Oh, and I need some more fiber to grab and build a bed. In that case, let's go and make a bed. Grab a couple of fibers, we're gonna pick those rye fields, and then we're gonna be making the bed. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, trying to get some final materials before we actually go and finish up our build. I actually want to get some more sprouts and... oh, there are some more woods. Okay, great. I hope that this will be enough so that we can at least craft a bed. Because that's gonna be a little bit important. Oh, edible mushroom. Might as well, you know, take out my hatchet, take out a couple of more swings at it. So I have one more, you know, food source. There we go. I really like how, you know, like casually swings the hatchet, as is not in a survival game. It's just more of a casual playing, enjoying the forest, enjoying the beauty. But I gotta tell you, forest is really beautiful. The game feels pretty fluid. I haven't had any bugs or experienced problem. Well, I had bugs, but you know, like bugs like ants and ladybugs and that kind of bugs, but not like bugs like crashes and stuff. So whether or not if it will continue, I don't know. But look at how beautiful our home is. So let us just plop, see if we can plop here a bed. And I guess then a workbench will be probably coming on a little bit later. And I'm gonna put a chest. I'm probably gonna wrap it up for today, but let's see. We got a chest that I'm gonna place something like here to keep it nice and organized, and in that chest I'm gonna be dumping stuff that I don't need. For example, like these eggs, possibly the club, let's put some of these mandibulars, screws, and head. Well, maybe I'm gonna need that. Bug's lymph, I don't know what's that for. And then of course we have these, actually 3 pieces of armor that I'm not using. Alright, that looks good to me. Alright, that being said, I actually really like where we are today, so I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap it up for today, guys. Hit that like button. I hope you enjoyed playing Smalland. I find it's a fantastic game. I really want to play it more on the channel. Do let me know in the comments below if you want to see it, and if so, I'll see you in the next one.